Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Sever7, and today we are taking a look at the Divo Knives Fireball version 1.5. And that's, of course, with the ultimate goal of seeing it's worth adding to your collection or your daily carry rotation. Now, this was designed by Stassa 23. It was collaborated with Divo Knives, and the OEM is Kubi. Now, I did get this from the Lefty Pass Around group, and it does go back to the Lefty Pass Around group as soon as I'm finished with it. So I do not get to keep it. It is not mine. Now, jumping right into it, we have a lot going on here. So we've got this really nice Black Dunes carbon fiber. It's got real big pieces of like black and gray. Is probably the best Black Dunes carbon fiber I think I've ever seen. Band-Aid's coming off. And then we have this nice deep carry milled titanium pocket clip. We have this interesting ventilated backspacer. Now, obviously, we need the vents in case it overheats, right? But what's cool about this backspacer is you can order this knife and have the backspacer tapped for lefties. So, you know, traditional Divo style, it's going to be lefty accessible, which is awesome. But yeah, this whole backspacer can come off, and then you can, I don't know, it's just neat, I guess. You can see inside the knife and stuff like that. Yeah, overall very cool. We have this really nice kind of artistic pivot collar. I like the way that pops. Adds a little chaos to the front of the knife. Back here, we don't have the same. Not a big deal. But yeah, overall, they really knocked the handle out of the park. It looks really good. Let's talk about the ergos. So as far as the ergos go, in typical Divo fashion, and Stassa, well, I mean Stassa primarily, but Stassa and Divo both prioritize comfortability because they all use their knives. And I can tell you that this is a 4-finger grip. It's actually a perfect 4-finger grip for me and my large size hands. And it is comfortable as all get out. I couldn't find a hot spot if you paid me to. I mean, you've got a huge landing pad with functional jimping. Pocket clip disappears in your hand. And even squeezing this as hard as I can, I barely feel anything. So ergonomically, this knife is very sound. We have a really, really generous lock bar relief. They give you so much space. Look at that. They even highlight it to show you how much space they're giving you. So just come in, disengage, and drop it shut. Now, as far as this blade goes, we have a beautiful, yeah, that's a hollow, belt satin hollow grind. This thing looks vicious. It's going to be an absolute slicing machine. And I like how this pronounced swedge up here, I like how it meets with the belt satin here and just creates this really nice, like, cutting aesthetic. I really enjoy that. Because a lot of Divo designs in general are very like rounded, kind of soft, not hyper aggressive. They have very safe lines, but I think this one here spices it up a little bit. So I super appreciate that. They did a good job with the sharpening choil. Edge termination is right there. So you get plenty of sharpening and plenty of life out of this. You know, no doubt that's because of Stassa's design. He knows how important it is to have a good sharpening choil and to get a lot of life out of your blade. and you're going to be able to get a ton of life out of this thing. Let's talk a little bit about the action. Just a little encouragement. The snap acoustics on the way out are great. Listen to the close. It just sounds so good. And Divo always kills it with the action. This one's got a really nice echoey reverb. I have to imagine that's in part because of this backplate. I'm actually not sure if this is, I think it's titanium. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's titanium. But I have to imagine that this backplate with these ventilated holes has something to do with the acoustics that are coming off of this knife. But Kubi in general does great OEM work. I mean, those guys are just killing it. Yeah, the action on this, needless to say, is fantastic. The disengage is nice and comfortable. It sounds incredible. It could be a little more hydraulic, but, you know, honestly, I could probably get that where I didn't have to shake it shut if I just loosened the pivot a tad. Just like a smidge. Actually, let's give that a shot real quick. We'll see if we can't just... We're talking like barely anything. We're still centered. Not quite. I'm gonna try one more time. Still centered. It's getting there a little bit, but it's starting to be, it's not centered anymore. So we will deal with it as it is. And the action's still phenomenal. I just really enjoy a nice hydraulic close. And this is so close to it. All right, enough flicking. Let's talk about some specs. So overall, we're coming in at 7.25 inches. So by no means is this a huge knife, although it feels like a full-size knife. I mean, you're getting a ton of blade, and the handle, you know, I mean, it fills your grip. So, you know, you're getting a ton of handle, a ton of blade, but overall, it's just not a very big knife. You get 3.15 inches of blade, and that gives us a 0.77 blade to handle ratio. The closer to 0.8 you are, the better, with 0.7 being the bare minimum. Otherwise, the knife is going to look goofy. But at 0.77, you know, that's excellent. You're starting to kind of get that 50-50 look, right? Not quite, but you're starting to get there. Let's actually see. Yeah, and if you can look in here, that tip's coming pretty much right to the bottom, right? Now, there is some optical illusion because this space here stands up so far and it really doesn't, well, I don't want to say it doesn't need to. I mean, it's aesthetic, right? But it throws the measurement off a little bit because we have a bunch of space here that's unoccupied. And if that space were removed, then you would better be able to see that the blade's like right here. Not the blade itself, but the knife is like right here, which is going to really give it that, you know, 0.77 blade to handle ratio aesthetic. Overall weight, we are rocking, it says 3.8, but I don't believe that. And I am dead wrong. It is in fact 3.8 ounces. All right, let's do some size comparisons. We're gonna put it up against the milled aluminum Civivi Brazen. It is the third best Civivi ever made next to the Visions. And all right, so Brazen's quite a bit bigger. Let's bring in the Real Steel Sylph. The Sylph is coming in pretty darn close to the exact same size. And then we have the Magaran Gotov, budget knife of the year so far. And that's coming in, I would say a full inch, no, maybe 3/4 of an inch shorter. All right, so how much does this thing cost? Well, it's got a few different, depending on the variation, it's got a few different price points. But for this configuration right here, I want to say it's like $219. I think all their configurations are $219, unless you get one of the fancier ones, like with the DLC. Then it's I want to say $239.99. So, you know, Divo and Stassa collaborating, you know, neither Divo or Stassa are out here trying to make bank off their knives, right? I mean, yeah, they're obviously both going to make, you know, a profit off of it, but they're just not out here gouging people. One of my favorite things about getting a knife from Divo is that you're always getting pound for pound more bang for your buck than you are with any other knife in its territory, right? I mean, if they're giving you a $200 knife, I guarantee they're delivering, you know, $275 in quality, right? So, you know, and then Kubi has just improved, you know, year over year in their OEM capabilities. You know, we even see some of the stuff that Divo asks Kubi to do. We see that trend into some of their other designs, which is very nice. But yeah, you really can't go wrong with the Divo knife. It's always going to be comfortable. It's always going to have phenomenal action. It's always going to be function first, but have some kind of a sick, awesome form to it. Because none of their designs are bland, right? None of them look like a bunch of other knives. So, you know, it's pretty much a home run with Divo. That's why they sell it so fast. So I don't know the exact date these are dropping, but I will have that information in the description, as well as an affiliate link and a discount code. So the affiliate link will help the channel. And plus, all the other YouTubers are already filthy rich. You know what I'm saying? Do you really need to help them get another yacht? Probably not. Help your boy out. Use the affiliate link in the description. And outside of that, let me ask, is this something that you guys would put into your collection, or would this be part of your daily carry rotation? Whatever the answer is, let me know it down in the comments below. And I can tell you, for me, all day a user. It's just too comfortable and too functional not to be. I mean, it could be a collection item, but once you get it in hand, you're going to know what I'm talking about. This thing just screams, put me to work. Probably how Stassa intended it. So if you found this content helpful, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And until the next time, guys, peace.